Hello and welcome to Amethyst Style Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And we're week 7 of our Handmade Christmas and ideas using bits that we've been using, some of our old stamp sets, all sorts of things. And this week is special cards. So these are the sort of ones that have lots of layers and you're not necessarily going to post them, you're going to give them to somebody. You can post them, but they're likely to be thicker, so they might cost more. We're making all of the ones this week using a larger size of card. So this is a sheet of A4 cardstock in the UK, or your sheet wherever you are, scored in half, folded in half. And today we're going to make it a landscape card. So the layers and mats I've got, again, I've got just little scraps and pieces that I've got left over. You'll probably remember these ones. I've cut something out of this one and I've just did this one on some silver. So your first layer is going to be 1/4 of an inch smaller. So measure your cardstock, whatever size you are, measure down 1/4 of an inch smaller and you're going to have your silver piece. Measure down 1/4 of an inch smaller and you're going to have your patterned paper piece. Now on this you can do it 1/4 of an inch, you can do it 1/8 of an inch. It is entirely up to you. I'm just giving you the ideas. You can then run with it with whatever design or pattern you want. It's just, if you're doing a special card, it's always nice to do it on layers. So I'm literally just going to put this down as my first layer. I prepared a little bit beforehand because otherwise there's a lot of just cutting and sticking, which you don't necessarily want to see. So this is going to come down in on here, so we get a 1/4 of an inch mat on here. Okay, and then we've got, again, this is 1/2 an inch smaller because I wanted it to come down in different increments. So depending on how much paper you've got left, I had about half a sheet of this left. So I wanted to make it fit. So if you've got not too much patterned paper that you want to use, work out whether you want to do 1/4 of an inch and or 1/2 an inch, or even 1 inch if you want to, and then do increments around it so it'll work. So this one is coming in, and as you can see, it is, in fact, I think it's 1 inch smaller. I think that's probably 1 inch smaller. Let me have a look and see. 1/2 an inch, I think. Yes, 1/2 an inch smaller on that one. So instead of 1/4, it was 1/2. And then this one is your silver mat, and again that is 1/2 an inch, so that you've got your 1/4 of an inch mats on your silver piece, but you've got 1/2 an inch in between. So I'm just going to put this one in on here, and again this one is not going to have any sentiment on there. Not everybody celebrates Christmas. Some people celebrate the holidays, and some people are just, you know, you want to send them a card, but you don't necessarily want to put a religious sentiment on there. So this is one for there. It's got your Christmas colours, but it could be a nice sort of wintry sweater. And then what I've done is, now this is one from, I think, last year. Cherish the Season, lovely baubles, but I haven't used the stamp set on this. I have used the dies, and the dies are, let me put these down because I need to put them down with some dimensionals, I think. These are, they were called Sounds of the Season dies, and you've got these lovely dies that you can then, I've just put some glimmer paper behind, or some glittery paper that again was here quite a while ago, and we're going to have these, one in the center and one either side. I'm not putting them up with dimensionals. It will become apparent why. You could if you wanted to. Let's put this one in on the center. You can see where I've put the glitter paper in just behind to just give it a little bit of a extra sparkle. So that's going to stick out a little bit more. So I'm just adding some glue on here, but it might not go completely flat, if you see what I mean. So that's going to go in on the center, equidistant, like that. And then we've got the smaller baubles either side. Now you could do this with baubles. You could do this with any 3 images you want to use. So you could put 3 snowmen. You could put 3 Father Christmases. You could put 3 whatever you want. It's just balancing it out. And I'm just doing it with these baubles. So I'm trying to make sure that the center part of the bauble lines up. I can put that on. Put that on. I'm just going to glue the last bit on here. So yeah, you can, or you can put 3 Christmas trees. You can put 3 of whatever you want. So that's going to balance up on the center. So even though these pieces here are not the same, I've used the center line on the actual bauble to balance it, so that then you've got your card balanced completely. Then what I've done is, there were little leafy, twiggly pieces on this die. So I've cut those out of, you saw I cut it out of the paper, because then that will tie those bits in together, so that you've got something that it makes it look more professional, but it's still just using the one piece of pattern paper. So you're being pretty frugal, and you're using tiny weeny little bits of scraps and things that we've got. We always have stuff over. I don't know why, but we always do. So this is going to come just in here on the top like that. And then the other one is going to go, you could die cut it upside down so you have them both going up, but I don't mind having, I've done them all the same way, because there's only one of these, or there was only one of these dies. So it means that I've got this coming the opposite way, which I don't think matters at all, actually. I think it sort of works with it. So that's going to come in on here and go up that way. Whoops. Come on, stick down. On there, and then I've got these ones that can come in underneath on the smaller ones. So we can have one in on there. And I'm going to put this one in the opposite way. You could use double-sided tape for this and do it that way, but I don't mind it quite so much. I think it looks quite pretty. So that's coming that way, and then this one again. Put this one coming up just a little bit, like that, and then the other one coming down. So you've got your 3 little branches done out of the same paper. You could do more if you wanted. I just thought that 2 of each would work quite well. And then this one can come in down on, don't want it to, there we go, just come in like that. Oops, come on, stick on. There we go. Okay, and then you've got, as I say, you've got this lovely card, so you've tied in all of your colours, and that's what you need to work on when you are trying to do a special card, is to tie in the colours. So, you know, even though we've got a little bit of the gold going on underneath, the main colours tie in, and that's what makes it look lovely. Now, you could put your sentiment along the bottom if you wanted. You could put your sentiment anywhere, but I wanted this one without a sentiment because, as I say, not everybody celebrates the Christmas season, but bells and, you know, something pretty to send somebody. It doesn't matter what season, you know, what time they're celebrating. They don't have to necessarily have a Merry Christmas or something on there, or Happy Holidays, which if you're in the UK, we don't tend to say holidays, but we still celebrate the Christmas season without it being necessarily religious. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.